What if everything you've ever seen, everyone you've ever loved, your memories, your body, even this moment right now, is nothing more than a random fluctuation in an endless sea of chaos? What if you are not real, just a brain that popped into existence? For a brief moment to think you're real, welcome to the Boltzmann Brain Paradox. Boltzmann was an Austrian physicist in the 19th century. He helped us understand how entropy, the measure of disorder, works. In simple terms, a hot cup of coffee cools down, never the other way around. The universe tends toward disorder. Imagine a deck of cards perfectly sorted from ace to king. If you shuffle it 1,000,000 times, it becomes messy. You'll rarely see it go back to perfect order again. But technically, it's not impossible. Boltzmann applied entropy to the universe. Our universe seems highly ordered, galaxies, life, structure, but in the far, far future, the universe will be maximum entropy, cold, dead, and random. Here's the twist: if you wait long enough, random fluctuations can happen. Theoretically, particles might come together by chance, like a cosmic version of a shuffled deck becoming perfect again. Now ask, what's more likely? A whole universe like ours randomly forming, or just one brain, floating in the void, imagining a universe? A Boltzmann brain is a hypothetical self-aware entity that arises due to a random quantum fluctuation. It believes it is real. It believes it has memories. But none of it is true. It was never born. It has no body. It just appeared. Think of it like your brain suddenly forming out of mist in a vast, empty room, complete with the memory of watching this video. According to probability, it's far more likely for one brain to randomly appear than for an entire universe like ours to form. So, statistically, you should be a Boltzmann brain. Ask the big question. If this is the more probable outcome, why do we feel real? Why do we see stars, people, history? Are our senses lying? Is everything a hallucination? Are you just a momentary blip of awareness that will vanish in the next instant? Imagine dreaming you lived an entire life, only to wake up and realize it was 1 second of imagination. What if that's happening right now? Why, it's a problem for cosmology if Boltzmann brains are more probable, then our entire understanding of the universe breaks down. It would mean that real observers like us are incredibly rare. That's not good science. Inflation theory suggests the universe is expanding fast enough to make real observers more common than Boltzmann brains. Multiverse models. Perhaps we're in one of the few real universes. Entropy doesn't work that way. Maybe we're misunderstanding the laws at large scales. Still, there's no consensus. The paradox remains. What if this very video is part of your hallucination as a Boltzmann brain? What if I don't exist? What if your room, your memories, your past, are fragments of a momentary flicker in quantum chaos? How do you know you're not just a brain, floating in darkness? We find a universe that might not care if you're real. A universe where minds can pop into being, only to vanish again. And if you are nothing more than a temporary thought in the vast silence, does that make your experience less real? If reality is just a whisper in the void, then perhaps the fact that you're questioning it means you're more real than the universe itself. This is beyond Newton.